Parliament's Joint Standing Committee on Defence is expected to receive a briefing this morning on the South African National Defence Force's readiness to support police in crime-fighting operations. The deployment was announced by the President during his State of the Nation address, and it will see the Army assist police in tackling gang violence in the Western Cape, as well as illegal mining in Gauteng. Our Nasiphi brings us more on the story. Nasiphi, good morning. We know that the operations would have kicked off on the 1st of March. There are some concerns about whether they can adapt to the rigors of urban policing coming from their military training. But just update us on that deployment plan. And I'm not sure whether you've managed to gauge the sentiment of the local communities who have in part been asking for this very thing to happen. Good morning.
Morning there, Iman. I'll start with the sentiments of people on the Cape Flats. After the announcement by the President of the deployment of the South African National Defence Force in collaboration with SAPS, or the police, in quelling the ongoing violence, it was polarizing, with some for the deployment saying it will bring some reprieve to these communities that have been affected for decades. Others saying that it is not a solution, it is temporary. And in the interim, with the deployment of the Army, what is the state or the various government departments going to do in terms of going into these places to afford these communities either housing opportunities, upskilling the communities, and ensuring that young children are at school. So with that being said, this morning one can anticipate that briefing that will be received by the Joint Standing Committee on Defence regarding the deployment and readiness of the South African Defence Force in the various parts of the Cape Flats, and we know that they will also be deployed in parts of the country such as Gauteng to deal with illegal mining, and including the Eastern Cape among other provinces. But with that being said, just days ago, the Portfolio Committee on Police also received a briefing by the top brass of SAPS together with the acting police minister, who said that the deployment will run for a full year, and as you mentioned, from the 1st of March until the 31st of March next year. However, as you mentioned as well, that it will effectively cover a full financial year. While the operation is in full force, we're yet to see the deployment of the Army in these various parts of the Cape Flats, including other provinces as well, following that announcement by the President during his State of the Nation address that the aim is to stabilize these various communities where we've seen exponential levels of violent crimes.
It's a serious development there. Nasiphi, thank you for that update. And again, a story we continue to watch.